Good morning, everyone. It's hot here. Hot and humid. We call them doggy days. And yesterday was doggy day. Happy doggy day. Happy doggy day. I don't know. Is every dog happy out there? Properly taken care of? Probably not. Okay. So some dogs had a happy doggy day. Good. We had a happy doggy day. So I felt I needed to make this video. Well, it's one of those things where I kind of felt, well, I'm kind of done with that. I mean, either people get it or not. And then it's, hey, Maverick, sign from heaven that definitely woke me up. And I was disturbed that actually happens in my own family through one of my own. No, I don't even know how we got into that conversation. Tell you the truth, can't remember now. And there was a sentence that was said, and it was, well, the government's telling you what to do with your body now. Oh. Okay, wait, what now? I said, oh, you talking about abortion? Oh, how uninformed. Because that's not true. Our government reminds me of Pilate, whose wife, a Roman governor, whose wife had a dream. I'm coming, guys. Where she was told, you have to tell your husband, do not touch that man. Oops. Do not touch that man. That is a good man, and the people want him killed for the wrong reason. So he stood in front of the Jews and Jesus, who most likely at that time was already beat up pretty bad and had the crown of thorns on his head. And he's going, I think in the story it even says, they brought out a little basin of water and a towel where he put his hands in it, washed his hands. I'm washing my hands of this. You decide. And what did they decide? Let a criminal go, Barabbas, and put a good man on the cross, Jesus. Hi, girls. Come on, let's go eat. You up? How did they end up in here? Oh, I know. Hey. You guys nesting already? Huh? Come here. No, girl. Come here. Girl. Manny likes to lick at this. Our government decided to wash their hands of the issue and gave all the states the power to decide. Oh. Now you got to remember, after Jesus died on the cross, right, His body disappeared. Okay, we know the stories, this and that. And the Romans, of course, were still in power, right, for a long time after that. And not only that, but the Christian persecution lasted for 400 years, and many Christians lost their lives in Roman arenas, didn't they? Okay. All right, so even though he washed his hands of it, again, it's like, I'll let them take care of it. Their own people. His own people take care of him. And then afterwards, we're still going to make sure, right? Yes? What if Jesus would have lived? Okay. Anywho, so they gave the power to decide about abortion to the states. And interestingly enough, all the states that you can still have abortions, this, that, don't have to take responsibility for your own actions, this, that, yeah. It's all out there for you to have. There's no federal judge saying, I'm sorry, no, this is not why we gave you. We want a change. No, they're not. There's nothing going on there. But the states that have banned abortion, with exceptions of emergencies, this, that, okay, and they're there. So people out there, stop whining about it. They're getting overruled. Their decisions are getting overruled by federal judges. Interesting. Interesting to me. Aha. So, now, the government actually wants you to keep murdering your babies. Which also kind of doesn't make sense. Right? Because more children means more taxpayers eventually. Oh, or the way things are going, not? Okay, all right, just saying. So, having said that, I am amazed over the fact that in the way that people are looking at all this, you have no other choice. And the basic thing about it is, how do you treat your sexual organs? How do you treat your holy place? That's what it is. It is a holy place. In a man, it is the most vulnerable part, very painful. And in a woman, not much different. I tell you why that is. And how people are disregarding these facts. On how that part of theirs should be held absolutely the closest to their heart. Okay? Yet are they? Well, one example is STDs. STDs. Oh, the babies are right there. Oh, where'd I go with that? Oh, I'm coming, honey. Oh, you have to wait. You can't eat that big corn. Come here. I got you. Look here, honey. Look here. Look here, little one. Look here, little one. Mama's right there with him, showing him where it's at. Good. How do you pick up STDs? Again, just like in abortion, how are most abortions happening? Most of them. How are most STDs happening? Well, first of all, you only get it through a filthy person. A person who already knows that their holy place is diseased, infected. And yet, and most people who engage with filthy people like that already know. They know. There may be a few exceptions. And then, of course, there are the exceptions of the spouse at home who has no idea, right? Yes? And gets infected as well. Collateral damage. We call that collateral damage in the principles of love. There's no collateral damage when people just act on lust. That's just a part of it. So, the part of our body that we should treasure more than anything else, due to the fact they are our reproductive organs as well, are treated in the worst manner. And it should kind of give people some pause, considering how STDs are transmitted, okay? On how, in a way, in the principles of love and the principles of creation, it is not permissible. It is a warning. It is a sign that you're doing something wrong. I guarantee you that a couple of which both are virgins, okay, and they stay together and commit each other's lives to each other for the rest of their life, that neither of them will ever get an STD. I guarantee you that. Because even STDs that start out with the sexual organs, okay, are holy places, and then can be transmitted through spit, blood, this, that. Right? If you keep a proper distance from people when it comes to all that, you will not get that either. Are you getting this? Yeah. Anywho, so there it is. But here is another thing. So, where is our care for our holy places? It's gone out the door? Huh? You know, some women are more susceptible to yeast infections, this and that. You're going to have to ask yourself again also why that is. Because I happen to be a woman that had it twice, very mild. I took that cranberry juice right away, and within a day it was gone. Never needed any cream or this or that, nothing. And even then, at one time I remember, might have been both times, I was out in the wild and I needed to go, and I cleaned myself with some leaves and stuff, and that's right. So it could not even been, it could have just been some kind of an allergic reaction of whatever, but you know pretty well when, oh, that could be, oh, right? Twice in my life. Yet I know women who have this regularly. So again, the other thing as well, okay, can be transmitted in a way by mom at birth as well. Okay, there are other things. But I'm just saying, how are we taking care of our holy places? Really? And then we need solutions to not change our lifestyle, not change our surroundings, not change our attitude towards love, the principles of love, and our holy places. We need the solutions to counteract what we did, what people do, very irresponsibly. Right? Which abortion is one. The effects of abortions in people's lives, it's, I guess people can get used to anything, it doesn't make it right. It's like this one guy, well, you counteract violence with violence. It was in the principles of love. You counteract the promiscuity of one era with the promiscuity of another era. In another era. The same promiscuity. It says, oh, yeah, like in math, where a minus and a minus makes a plus. Okay, I'm sorry. Come again? All right, that's math. You can't compare math to your spirit, who depends on not a wrong plus a wrong makes a wrong, a right. That would mean that a wrong plus a wrong makes a right. No, it doesn't work that way. A wrong plus a wrong will never make a right. As a right and a right will never make a wrong. So, yeah, note the difference between actual words and math. They're completely two different things. Yeah, anyway, people are weird. Anywho, so I had this thought after I talked, or that person let out that just dumb, idiotic sentence. I'm looking and said, yeah, okay, there you go. You're very informed. No, you're not. Because otherwise you'd never say anything like this. Not informed. And I thought, okay, be interesting to see. Anybody out there that is for abortions, nilly-willy, oopsie-whoopsie, right? And not welcoming a child that they full well knew could result in their action. It'd be interesting to see on how many people out there who are all for, oh, this is my body, and, kill another little body, and if they would be willing to perform an abortion themselves. To sit in front of a woman with her legs spread out, stick whatever, plenty of doc can guide them. Yeah, so this is what you do, and then watch the bloody mess come out. Huh? You don't want to do that. You just want to have it, but you wouldn't be willing to do it yourself. Why not? Why not? Women too. You should be able to perform an abortion for another woman. Why not? Because you got, what? You're not a serial killer? Oh, interesting, isn't it? Well then, you should not. If you cannot do that yourself to a perfectly healthy woman with a perfectly healthy fetus growing inside of her, then you shouldn't be blabbing out there, well, it's our body, it's our this, that. You shouldn't. Then all you do, you're having a big mouth. I'm coming, honey. I see that nasty thing. I'm going to get it too. Oh, got it. There, feel better? Ooh, nasty. All right. Right? Yes? Yeah. Okay. It'd be interesting to see how many men, if their girlfriend, their wife, or whatever, one night stand, come and say, I need an abortion now. You're good with it, but you need to perform the abortion. I wonder how many men actually do that. Be interesting to know. Woman goes and says, look, the guy ran off. You're on my side to go and have an abortion. You're all good with it. You had them. Yeah. So I need you to come with me, and you need to abort this fetal, what's it called? Just tissue. Bit of meat. Oh. I wonder how that would go over. Yes, yeah. So let's get to the doctors who do that, who perform that. Let me tell you the difference between a true doctor who has to, for one reason or another, make a very difficult decision to abort a child. to remove a child from a woman's womb. And a doctor who basically has decided, man or woman, to become a serial killer. Oh, but let me tell you why I see that. I have no doubt, first of all, as a doctor, you do what? And what oath do you have to give? Sign? I don't know. Do they sign it? Well, if you don't have to sign it, I guess just say it. Floating in the wind somewhere. It's out there. And it will eventually come back at you. Abortion doctors, most likely, are not good doctors. They know how to poke you with something, give you some medication, doesn't kill you, but kind of, starts to expel the baby to snap. That's medication. It doesn't take much to be a doctor to give you something. I could give you something for that matter. There's herbs growing. And I could give you something which probably wouldn't have to do anything. Just watch. Okay. Yeah, you got rid of it. Could do that. I've had people come ask me and gone, you're at the wrong address here. Go someplace else. And please, reconsider. We have to talk this. So I believe in life. I do not take life with my herbs. So they have to go and figure that out on their own. If I can't make a difference in their life saying, no. Oh my gosh, no, absolutely not. So, what do these doctors actually do, really, when it comes down to it? They're not good doctors. They probably couldn't find another job. Be accepted, because there's many good doctors out there. Okay, so they open up their own clinics, this, that. So many willing people. They probably make a lot of money. Now, just think. They perform abortions. I don't know how many you can do in one day. 10, 20, 30, 100. How fast does the process go when they do that? How many can they squeeze in a day? So, here they are. One little fetus after another expelled from a woman's body. And that's what they do. And after that, okay, let me give you the other side first, and we'll finish this one. A true doctor, when they have to make a difficult decision like this, I have no doubt they will go home, and they may even have a cry over it. And feel really bad, depressed, sad over what they had to do. And hoping, oh gosh, I hope I don't have to do that again for a long time. I'm talking a true doctor in a proper hospital where there is an emergency with a woman and a baby, a mom and a baby. And the only way that can be taken care of is the child's life. Oftentimes, moms are even, no, I'll die. Right? Okay, look, the baby's not going to make it anyway, most likely. Or, in the case of rape. There is a small percentage of women getting raped, and even a smaller percentage of women, truly raped, that are getting pregnant. And I can see on how a doctor will say, okay, this is a bad trauma, and this is probably not going to, it's violence. The child received conceived through violence. Okay. You know, the women though, that I know, heard the stories, it's not who kept their babies after being raped. That trauma of getting raped, then giving birth, raising, keeping the baby, giving birth, then raising the child, to them, it's all become a blessing. Every one of them. Every one of them considers their child a blessing, a healing part of what happened to them at conception. Interesting? Yeah. Well, not every woman feels like that out there. Well, yeah, if you get rid of the baby, you'll never know. Okay, get rid of the baby. As I said, doctors sometimes have to perform, true doctors, in a proper hospital, have to make difficult decisions. That's a difficult decision for them, not an easy one. And they go home and they probably can't sleep for several nights. That will be reoccurring to them because they're good doctors. They take their oath seriously. Now, how about abortion doctors? As many abortions as they perform every day. And they go home and they sleep just fine. No problem. Doing it again tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Helping out all them women. This, that. Really? Are you sure? Or are they serial killers? Women and men. Serial killers. Enjoying. In disguise, somehow. Taking the life of babies. You guys ever thought of that? I think about these things. Well, but you know, yeah, really? Tell me I'm not right. I just gave you two different examples of a true doctor and a misguided doctor who most likely enjoys death. Otherwise, how would you be able to do that? As I said, for women who just, yeah, it happened again, which was another one I saw. Well, it's especially difficult for single moms. Okay, that means they already have a child, maybe two, who gets pregnant and then now they can't have an abortion. I'm going, okay, wait a second. Take a step back. What did you just say? Do I need to say more to that? Okay. So, the intelligence level of people out there is what? 50? IQ of 50? Boo. All right. But we can start. Okay, if that's the case, well then so be it, right? But we can start. Anyone out there says, well, I'm not. No, I'm not for abortions that could have been very well prevented. We're already deciding. Just about anyone is not against contraception now, right? Or contraceptives. Or the pill. Though it creates havoc in women's bodies. I'd say most likely anyone, including myself, say, well, I guess you have to give in certain areas. But here's the thing. Who decides if you're going to have a baby or not? Huh? Who truly decides? It's our Father in heaven, our parent in heaven. Decides that. That doesn't happen nilly-willy. And we've already have something in place, many things in place, where you decide not to go with the will of God on having a child. When to have a child. Right? Well, because you want the sex. Right? You want all that. So here, that's in place. Now, when people decide to be that irresponsible and, God's will, there is a baby. Oh gosh, what happened? No. Then they're going to go and have an abortion. Well, What just happened? I'd say, in many ways, our parent in heaven will let slide that, okay, you decide when you want to have a baby. Not my will anymore, your will. By preventing pregnancy. Yet, when you do let my will work in your body, and then you just get rid of it, what are you doing to yourself? What are you doing? It should be taught like this out there. Number one, even if people only have the IQ of 50, don't realize that when they have an abortion, they're most likely giving themselves over to a serial killer to take care of it. Because as I said, can you do it? So you're for abortion. Woman should do whatever with her body. Can you do it? Would you be able to do it? To go in, give the woman the medicine, start poking around, and see the bloody mess come out. You might even be able to see a little head, arms, a torso, legs, right? Could you do it? Well, if not, then you're not a serial killer. You're just a partner in crime, right? Yes? Okay. If you like it or not. So let's teach people again what our sexual organs are for, when to be used, and how to take care of them properly, with respect. Anyone that will come to me now, from now on, learned a little something that I can give out there too, and says, well, the government's taken over, which is not true. They're fine with it. They're actually stopping the states, trying to stop them, right, with federal judges who step in for you to keep, right, choosing your body. I will be saying, okay, you do not treasure the womb of a woman, your own womb as a woman. You do not treasure your holy parts, your sexual parts, and are abusing them and are being disrespectful to your own kin. There are always, with things like this, they're just escalations where if we cannot respect life and have a choice to respect life. We have a choice there. Abortion is not the beginning part of not respecting life. It's the end part of it. What happens all before that? Where people are disrespecting their own body, their own spirit and soul. Oh, it's very quiet here. Everybody's in the barn. Very, very quiet. So, my plea out there is, please, let's start teaching people again what our holy places are for. They're for marriage. not to become diseased. And then others become diseased through them. And others just have to start saying no and respect their body. No, we're not doing that. Don't go to places anymore where a one-night stand just happens, really. If one admits, well, it just happened, then you have to say, then how can you, now you want to make a choice over keeping or not keeping your baby. I mean, if you are that dumb to not be able to make the right choice beforehand on either staying abstinent, go home before, right, or taking precautions, right, through contraceptives, the pill, this snap, then I don't think how can you make a life-altering decision on not keeping your baby? Oh, I could say that the other way around. No. A wrong and a wrong will never make it right. There's a wrong and a wrong, and it would be totally wrong. Why would you want to live like that? There's no blessing in that. There never will be. Oh. Anywho, so there is that. Yeah. So, I think, Maverick, I don't know what you're talking about. We don't, in the animal world. Can I have a look, see what you got stuck there? Okay. Ooh, I need to look at. Bo, come here. Let me see your eye. Bo. Come here. Bo. Come here. Come on. Oh, it's better. Oh, look. See how he knows I'm helping him out. He must know something going on there. Thank you. See? Oh, huh? You may have gotten scratched there on something. It's okay, just a little abrasion. There, took care of that, right? Yes. Could just let it get worse and worse and worse and worse, right? But there's always reasons why I see things, know what's going on here. Huh? Right? Yes. Yes? Yeah. You said I got something else on my... Oh, let's get that off too. There. Okay. That is what I wanted to share this morning. Again, I guess heaven would really like to see a substantial reduction of abortions in our country. That's what I'm getting, and so I'm going to have to keep talking about it, right? Yes? And try to, right? Okay, well, here's another way to look at this. Look at, you sure? Why is there a reason? These diseases, these STDs are so filthy. They're filthy. They're just filthy. Yeah, I've never had one. Thank God. Why would I? I don't live my life like that. Never have. Why would you willingly live such a filthy life or become a part of a filthy life like that, even if it is just for a couple hours, right? To do what? And then take that home to your children, to your wife, or to your husband. Then you are, I guess, a filthy human being as well. What else would you like me to call you? What else? I don't know. What else would you like me to call you except for filthy? Okay. So there it is. Huh? Harsh? Why? I think the saddest, harshest thing when it comes to all this is the bloody mess of most likely arms, legs, a head, and a torso, fingers, toes of a human being. That is forcefully pulled out of its living environment. And yes, that would happen to be a woman's body. So, okay, let's not do that anymore. How about it? Can we not do that anymore? Then it doesn't matter if we decide, each one of us, to treat our holy places, our sexual parts, with more respect and reverence for what they are designed for. Which doesn't mean if you have a husband and a wife, you have that pleasure and joy. And a good marriage, no doubt. Why would you be denied? Why would it not be good? And there would be happiness attached to it. Because why? Huh? Because there isn't any baggage, other baggage. When it comes to the realm of the principles of love, that will not exist between those two people. You see? Yeah. Then when a child comes along, guess what? It's a love child every time. Yes. Okay. So, you can't do that? Why not? All right. Well, anyway, I won't give up. To not forcefully, not. I won't be neutral either. I can't force anyone to do anything I say, or our parent in heaven has to say. His will, not mine. But I can keep trying to let you know what you actually are, look like out there, doing. And how damaging that is. I don't want to be a part of that collective sin. I don't. So I must give this. Okay? So, how about we end this one with a prayer? Father in heaven, I know people are struggling. People are struggling with knowing what the right thing is. They're struggling with their conscience. They're burying it deep somewhere in their subconscious to not then be bothered by what they're either supporting or doing. So, Father, I pray for every woman out there who even is considering this, no doubt, difficult choice for them. And to dare to say no. To put their hands, put themselves and their unborn child into the hands of a cruel, heartless person. To take on the challenge. Again and again, if that's necessary, to raise children, their children. And to become more respectful to their holy parts on their body. And to start living a life according to the care of the love organs we have physically. Because our heart is our other love organ in spirit. I pray this, Father. I pray for strength. Yes, with all the difficulties, but you will help us through it. We will not despair and we will not give up. What a beautiful world it would be. Amen. Adieu. Amen. There. Now I'm going to send the angels out. All the angels of the protectors of love. And either help you to prevent a pregnancy you do not want, or change your mind if you are on your way to do the unthinkable. God's love and blessings always, and I will talk to you another time.